So in the room today, we already have people who are at the building history event. Can you show yourselves, please? Okay, so they know more about it than I do. Yeah, I wasn't there. But I'm just going to present exactly what Jeff has told me to say. So the idea behind building history, it was an ad hoc project. It came out of discussion mainly with Andrew from the Scottish Funding Council. And it was basically looking at how best to train the next generation of archaeologists and construction professionals in such a way that prepares them to work together in the future. Because they will be working together in the future. So what did they do? Well, Jeff and his team at DIGIT, which is a project coordinated by both the Society and Archaeology Scotland, put together a collaboration of all these organisations. So you have Forth Valley College, University of Stirling, the Construction Scotland Innovation Centre, which I didn't even know existed, neither did many other people, but it's a fantastic resource. DIGIT 2017, the Historic Environment Scotland, British Archaeological Jobs Resource, you'll be hearing from David in a minute, Chartered Institute for Archaeologists and the Scottish Funding Council and the National Trust for Scotland. So some of these funded the project and others helped to deliver it. And it was basically a pilot initiative with archaeologists teaching construction students and construction professionals teaching archaeology students, okay? And it comprised training, site visit, team building, visit to the engine shed, and finally a survey and excavation at the National Trust of Scotland's Dunmore pineapple. The pineapple being surveyed. Among that series of activities, they also ran a strategic discussion between heritage construction sectors, especially regarding or looking into innovative solutions to skills and training. And what did they learn? Well, they apparently, oh, there's nothing there. They apparently learned 3 Ps. None of them were pineapples. Did you know, apparently, in the 18th century, a pineapple was worth, what, £4,000? Yeah? And you can hire a pineapple of an evening. Why you'd want to hire a pineapple of an evening, I have no idea. But anyway, the things that came out of the Building History project, that was possibly the most important one. Secondly, the potential. There's a huge opportunity for innovation and pathways to archaeology, and maintaining a dialogue between different sectors is crucial to that. And this was just the construction sector and the archaeology sector getting together. Partnership. The project came about after discussion with Andrew, Scottish Funding Council, and they helped enable all this to happen. But many different partners delivered an ambitious project in a really short space of time. I mean, this was just thrown together over a few days, well, a couple of weeks, and people jumped on the opportunity, and we're really, really pleased that they lent their time and energy to come along and help deliver this. So the many different partners delivered an ambitious project, short space of time, and that highlighted the power of partnership in doing so. And finally, provision. The potential of linking universities, colleges, and I have to say my personal view from what I've heard already this morning is colleges haven't had a look in yet in terms of the things that have been discussed, and I think we need to think about them much more seriously than we already have been. And the private sector, as well as enriching the teaching of other subjects. So obviously, archaeological skills and knowledge and experience can enrich the construction industry, yes? And construction industry can enrich our subjects in terms of the teaching that goes on. This requires articulation of the need, right, articulation, I have to read this out. This requires articulation of need translated into teaching provision for an identified audience of learners. And I would support exactly what Angela's already said, that we have to have positive and actionable outcomes from today that allow us to get ahead of the game and start providing the people who are going to be entering the workforce at short notice. And it finally says, note, might be nice to end with thank yous. So it might be nice. The funding was provided by the Scottish Funding Council through Construction Scotland Innovation Centre and also from Historic Environment Scotland. And the Society of Antiquaries of Scotland threw in a few £100 as well, so there you go. In-kind support was received from all the organisations listed. Thank you very much. And don't ask me about the actual project itself. Ask those people who already identified themselves. Thank you.